Hey there, Pisces. I hope you guys are wonderful. I want to go ahead and get into your reading for the last portion of July 2020. Please show me the energy for the sign of Pisces. Pisces for the last portion of July 2020, please. Pisces. Show me Pisces energy. Pisces, Pisces, Pisces. Okay. First card you have out is the Wheel of Fortune coming out in reverse. Second card out is the King of Swords. King of Swords has been really prominent in a lot of readings. Show me more for this energy. Some of you may be dealing with an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. It may be a situation where things between you are not solidified. They haven't come to a close yet. You may be upholding different cycles with this person, or there's been a definite difficulty releasing the energy of this person from your life. You know, if you are dealing with an air sign energy. Show me more for the sign of Pisces. 3 of Cups, 6 of Swords, 8 of Cups. And at the bottom of the deck, you have the Page of Cups. So, okay, Pisces. First of all, friendship, friendship, friendship. It's a fucking friendship station, and that's okay. 3 of Cups, the Page of Cups. This is all about wanting to maintain friendship, connections, ease, finding a situation that may have been difficult to change in a certain way. Either way, it feels like you may be holding on to something because you want a relationship out of this, and it's a transformation within a relationship. It feels it's a transformation towards friendship, to being amicable with each other, to being maintained in a connection with each other, even though it may not look the same way. Doesn't mean you have to be in a relationship with this person, but there seems to be a relationship element that is present here. As you move forward, you have the 6 of Swords and the 8 of Cups. So what this is telling me, the 6 of Swords, yes, it does talk about moving away from situations that are emotionally draining, impactful. They kind of mess with your head and your heart. But the 6 of Swords also can talk about, especially when it is in regard to couples or people who you're connecting with, it can talk about both parties basically problem solving so that things go in a better direction. And it may be that the better direction is completely walking away from the situation, even though you may have good intention to maintain friendships or keep things easy, you know, keep things easy going with each other. It may be a situation where you get that, or you say you get that, or you want that, but moving away is probably the best and most practical energy in this situation. So with the Page of Cups being the card at the bottom of the deck, Pisces, this really tells me that, you know, you're either hoping for some sort of communication, an apology. It can talk about just wanting to extend an olive branch so that you can have a better relationship with this person moving forward. Sometimes, though, I will say, in regard to that, some people are in our lives for a time being, you know, they may not be meant to stay. With the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, it's the Wheel of Karma. If you're holding on to somebody that isn't meant to stay with you, like I said, it may just be better to walk away entirely. What this energy does is it upholds a sense of lack. Okay, I don't even have the 5 of Pentacles here, but I will say this energy upholds a sense of lack when we are trying to maintain connections with people who maybe don't need to be in our lives in the capacity that they once were. All right, so be conscious of how you hold on to people, how you hold on to them and hope that things change, how you hold on to them. And, you know, you may get a connection with somebody saying, yes, we can be friends. We can take this into a different level. And that can be said, but when it all boils down, you're in your own direction. You're on your own path, you know. It's a nicety, but it's not a necessity. Show me the Wheel of Fortune in reverse for, it's 3 cards. Okay, yeah, okay. So you have the 6 of Cups here with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. You have the Hermit and you have the Tower. So in regard to this, and the Chariot at the bottom of the deck, I will say that too. In regard to this energy, Pisces, the Hermit is here for you, okay? The Hermit is the energy that you really need to be residing in at this time. It feels like whatever you may have walked away from may have come very quickly. Some of you, things change very quickly within relationships. With the Six of Cups, it talks about somebody that you were with, that you were very connected to at a certain point, but there's a course correction. There's a change in direction here with the Wheel of Fortune and this King of Swords, the Six of Swords, and the Eight of Cups. Like, it's moving away from situations. You're trying to uphold a connection, but it's separating. The Hermit is here for your best interest, okay? It's really asking us to look within a situation and really realize if this is something that serves us on a spiritual level, on an emotional level, on a high vibrational level. Sorry, I almost fell over. You know, does it help us maintain balance? Like, that's the type of energy. I feel like Scorpio also had an air sign. The air sign, the King of Swords, has been coming up like in every single reading. It's kind of interesting. Or almost every single reading. The Tower is about abrupt change. It's about, you know, redirecting our energy, you know, especially when it comes to people or a person from our past. You know, once a situation transformed, it's almost as if like you're trying to grasp at straws to figure out how to maintain the connection, even though it feels like this person may not want that connection at this time, or may not want the connection in the capacity it once was. Either way, the Chariot is here talking about moving towards a positive outcome when you do decide to move forward. Show me the truth about the King of Swords here for Pisces. Show me the truth about the King of Swords for Pisces. What is the connection here? You have the Hangman coming out pretty much sideways in reverse, and Strength at the bottom of the deck. The Hangman coming out in reverse, it's Piscean energy. It's your energy, but it can denote a couple of things. What it can say in a positive note is that you have looked at a person or their traits or the connection between the two of you long enough where you realize that it doesn't serve you. It's not what you need. It's not something that is emotionally connected to you. I feel like I've said this to Cancer and to Scorpio. I feel like the King of Swords was in Cancers as well. Either way, it is crucial for Pisces to be involved with people who are of their cloth. And I'm not talking about water sign. I'm talking about people who are better suited for Pisces. Even just on a sun sign level, the King of Swords is air. He is the King of air. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, very mental energy, very in their heads. Their emotions can sometimes be cut off. It's not that they don't have emotions. It's just the emotional side of them can be very cut off and devoid. And so it's almost as if, like, you know, being without this person feels like they're completely out of your life. So why not try and maintain some sort of friendship? Why not try to maintain some sort of small communication? You can try and do that, but it almost feels like that's not the point of this. Like, it may be your point, but your point is to actually move forward into your life without this person. You know, I feel like you're trying to solidify some sort of like ongoing connection, or can we stay friends? Can we be, you know, whatever it is. I would say try not to be a fling for this person, because it's going to confuse things for you on an emotional level, because you can sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes equate sex with love, and they become enmeshed. You know, it depends on what mindset and what intention you're in before you enter into an encounter. Sometimes you can be the total whore. And, you know, and I don't say that like you're disgusting. Like, you know, Pisces is the sign of the harlot. They're the sign of loose, loose energy when it comes to sometimes sexuality. And that's okay. You know, there's a magic within that that can be very seductive. And I think for this King of Swords energy, that may have where the hook was. That may have been where the hook was. That may have been the attracting point, you know. But sometimes when we're in relationships and we realize that it's just about sex or just about, you know, a certain aspect, or you're not getting what you need, it's a time for course correction. And here we have a very big directional change. But it feels also, Pisces, that you're trying to hang on to somebody. So I'm going to go ahead and check out the Three of Cups. Show me the Three of Cups for Pisces. You have the Eight of Cups in reverse. Yeah, with the Hierophant. Yeah, Pisces. Pisces. It's like you're trying to maintain some sort of traditional connection with this person here. You're having a difficult time letting go of, this is kind of what I've been saying from the beginning, having a difficult time letting go from somebody, you know, thinking that it may have been going towards a committed relationship or not, but it ended. And so it's like scrambling to try and like salvage some sort of connection. Pisces, in a way, are very good at that. You can salvage connections with people because they genuinely matter to you and you care about people. You know, even if a situation didn't match up, even if the partner, their traits or the way that they showed up in a relationship don't match you, you don't try and just like get rid of a partner. Oftentimes you will maintain your friendships. And it feels like that's an important piece here that I need to say. And I don't say it in a way where it's like, oh, Pisces, you're so fucking sentimental, dummy. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm feeling how sweet, how genuinely caring and sweet that somebody here is wanting to maintain a friendship or a connection. You know, it's your internal nature in a way to do that and try to, you know, keep that going. But in a way too, it's time to kind of crack that, you know, way of going about things, you know, especially with the astrological stuff going on right now too, Pisces. It's really about getting rid of the stuff that holds you back on emotional, financial, life lesson experiences, getting away from the things that hold you back and really finding resolve and perseverance towards what you want to go for. This is almost doubly like leaving things behind, you know. And I think here it's like trying to maintain some sort of, you're trying, but you can't. And things are going to push you out regardless. Things are going to push you towards what you're destined to be moving towards. So might as well be you, right? Show me the Six of Swords for Pisces. Six of Swords, you have the... interesting earth energy coming up. You have the Empress here, and you also have the King of Pentacles showing up. Three of Swords at the bottom of the deck. I like that the Three of Swords is here with the Six of Swords. This tells me that you're letting go of situations that bring you heartache. You're letting go of situations that basically immerse you in emotional negativity, things that, you know, feel very painful about this. It's time to let it go. Some of you are moving towards situations that are going to put you into a much better financial situation in the future, much better financial abundance in the future. The Empress is also somebody who is very mindful of how she cares for herself, her body, her surroundings, her experience, you know, paired with the King of Pentacles. This is somebody that's almost unstoppable as far as like financial is concerned. But regardless, they are very aware of the people in their lives. Pisces, in a lot of ways, like I would almost see you better suited with another water sign or an earth sign here as well. And while they can't fix everything for you, they're better in regard to, they seem better suited for you in regard to your needs being met, you know, with let's say King of Pentacles. Okay, so you're Pisces. Let's just go obvious. Virgo is your opposite sign on the zodiac wheel, you know. So what does that mean? Well, there's aspects here where you balance things out for Virgo, where it allows them to disarm themselves so they can actually feel more, they can experience more, they can be more connected to their inner ooey gooey, you know, they can be connected to their spiritual healing side, and you can help facilitate that for that person while they bring you an aspect of stability that your energy may just be lacking. You can do all of these billions of things here and there, but when it comes down to making it a practical and cohesive display, you're kind of like up in the air, like, well, I don't know how to do it. I know how to feel it. I know how to go through some of it, but I don't know how to solidify it to make it a reality. Earth sign energy can help you see that through. It depends also on moon sign, rising, all the rest of their placements, but it's better suited than an air sign. Air sign, it's very passionate, it's very sexually charged, but that is their energy. That is, it's kind of like, that's what they seek out. They seek out more, but they realize they're only going to get a certain amount with you. And so they go after that once they realize it. And then when they're done with that, they leave. That's usually air sign energy. With earth sign energy, it's probably going to be more like, okay, this feels better. I feel better suited with this person. They kind of ground me. You need a lot of grounding, Pisces, not to mention, or not to make it about somebody grounding you in your life and, making sure that you're okay. But when it boils down to it, Pisces, that's also really important. Like, you need to be able to be with somebody that kind of helps you make it okay, that grounds your energy, that understands you, that is willing to be with you in your many expressive eccentricities of life, how you are. So yeah, moving away from heartache, moving towards something that's going to be financially stable for you and put you in a better position to heal and help yourself. The Empress is about the self. It's about taking care of you. Show me the Eight of Cups here for Pisces in this reading. You have the Ace of Coins coming out, bottom of the deck, the King of Swords. I knew he was going to come up here. So moving away from the King of Swords, moving towards an absolute new beginning on your own. This is on your own energy. You can make your goodbyes, say your goodbyes. The intention can be to keep in touch, but the reality of the situation here, Pisces, is to actually move away towards what you need. And I think that this, you're going to find a lot of resolve and healing in this situation when you start taking care of your financial aspect, when you start taking care of your money, okay? I don't know if that was a point of contention here with this person in the previous experience, you not standing up for everything that you are worth, your value. I don't know if there was an aspect here where you maybe weren't showing up in the way that you needed to, and so this person lost interest. That could be something else. They're very analytical, very logical. They have a difficulty experiencing the multitude of ways that you weave and intertwine within the experience of life, spirituality, and the emotional bodies. This person is mental. You're an enigma to that energy. Less of enigma to the King of Pentacles, but to the King of Swords, an enigma. A very sexually delicious enigma. But moving forward, you have the Ace of Coins here with this King of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So knowing where you need to cut things off, knowing where you need to have that delineating mark, knowing where you need to separate your energy, and maybe be a little cold, maybe be a little less accommodating to somebody, maybe be a little less hungry to keep a connection or a friendship. If it's true and it's supposed to be there, Pisces, it will. But moving forward, that is seeming to be the direction that you need to go, because it seems like you end up moving towards a person that is better suited for you. You end up stepping into a position within your life with the Empress where you are better suited to experience life on a level of fulfillment and better suited with the Ace of Pentacles here to have new beginnings, different beginnings that you create, but also things that see you through to the end and you see through to the end. Earth sign energy is about stability and seeing things through. Okay, big difference than oftentimes what Pisces is used to, Can you show me Can you show me advice here for Pisces, please? You're sticking. You have the Queen of Swords popping out here. Now, I'm not going to read this as a counterpart to the King of Swords. That's not what I'm feeling here. This Queen shows up, Pisces, when you have the Six of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Beautiful. This queen shows up when we've been through love experiences that have hurt us. We've been through pain and emotional exhaustion. We've been through the ringer. We've gone through the cycles over and over again with people who either don't value us, people who lie to us, people who sometimes even keep us for their own personal gain, and yet they treat us like they love us, or they treat us like we mean more, and yet it's really kind of like a facade. And that kind of energy can also be very painful, Pisces, especially to a Pisces, because you give your all. You give, the little itty gritty bitties of your heart, and sometimes for somebody to either see you to be toyed with, or see you as something of pleasure versus the entirety of you, it really kind of cheapens who you are. At least it leaves you feeling like a cheapened version of yourself. And it's important for you, Pisces, to be involved with people that make you feel like you're valued, that you're worth it, that you are more than just a delightful fuck or roll in the hay, that you're more you're more than just a wonderful meal or a really sumptuous, lovely place to rest your head. Like, it's really important for you to get the benefit of what you need out of relationships. And I think for you to move forward towards all of this, letting this go, moving forward here, you start to see the change in your life. You start to see the experience progress in a positive way, And I think too here, if you do maintain friendship or connection with this person, be conscious that this person may kind of shrivel away or hide a little bit more than what you would be used to as far as a connection goes. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing or feeling. Doesn't mean they're bad. It just means the connection diminishes. But you don't. You move forward. You're very determined. And I like that. I do. I'm going to read some advice from the Nocturna deck. It's been a while since I've read from the Nocturna deck. Can you please show me Pisces energy that will be helpful to Pisces? Please show me energy that will be helpful to Pisces. Lavender, Pisces. Oh, lavender. Lavender's good. I like lavender. All right, lavender, do your business. Page 48. Lavender, peace of mind, serenity, relaxation. The lavender is the ultimate symbol of serenity, due to the relaxing feelings one gets when smelling the flower's beautiful aroma. Historically, lavender was used to cure all sorts of ailments, ranging from gastrointestinal issues to anxiety. It is still used extensively to this day in aromatherapy. It is a flower that encourages meditation, calmness, and peace of mind. You know what's so funny, Pisces? I'm going to read this one to you too. This is actually at the bottom of the deck, bat, and it's right next to lavender. So I'm going to read these together. Bat, senses, clairvoyance, nurturing, fear. Many people fear bats due to their nocturnal tendencies in association with vampire lore. However, the reality is they're fairly harmless creatures and fascinating. They're fairly harmless and fascinating creatures. Sometimes your biggest fears are not as bad as they actually are. Despite their negative reputation, bats are nurturing creatures, living in large colonies and bonding close to their young and family members. They'll even go as far as caring for the sick or orphaned. They see in the night using echolocation, and drawing this card is a sign to keep your senses open and be aware of your surroundings. Be receptive to the messages that the universe is sending you. Absolutely, Pisces. If the universe is sending a message that it's time to move forward towards things that are going to be regarding your finances, stabilizing your life, making sure that you're taken care of, making sure that you're the one that's taking care of you, making sure that nobody else gets in your way. It's kind of that very determined, unstoppable energy. I want to see that in you, Pisces, if you can promote that energy within yourself, if you can see the necessity for your life in regard to the change that I'm talking about within this reading, go for it. If this reading doesn't make any sense to you, so be it. Maybe next time. I hope that this was helpful for you guys, Pisces, and I'm going to leave it here. If you liked it, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. If you want to leave a donation, there's a link in the description box below, and if you're looking for a personal reading, you can find that. You can contact me at thealtruisticmystic@gmail.com, and my info for that is in the description box below. All right, Pisces, I hope everything's well. Take care, you guys. Bye-bye.